God be the glory. That's what I say. Everything else really doesn't matter. But just really proud of our team, proud of our coaches, our fans, everybody who believed and showed up and cheered, and played their tails off. Florida is not a good team. They're a great team, in my opinion. Everything we saw on film was just kind of scratch your head and try to figure out a way to have success against them. But I think our guys were very serious about, playing with intensity, playing with some physicality. They've been accused of some things that guys don't like to be accused of, and I think that probably helped. They had helped motivate them. I don't think there was another game this year that we quite came out of the gate like we did in this one. Maybe Vanderbilt. I think some guys were a little bit mad about some things that happened the year before. So I got to do a better job of figuring out a way to motivate, I guess. But thankfully, we did a good job this week, and guys got after it.
Coach, I think I might ask you this exact same question actually, but have you ever seen a singular performance like what Jarvis Jones did tonight?
Right. I didn't really realize exactly what he had done until they told me what he did, and I looked at the line. Well, I think it's worth reading. He had 12 solo tackles, 1 assist for 13. He had 3 sacks, 4.5 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. That's on a bum ankle, and I know his groin's not really 100% yet. But he really led for us. He led for us obviously on the field, but he was more vocal this game than I've ever seen him. He really wanted this one badly. He did a good job of just keeping the intensity up because he knew what it was going to take, and just really happy for his performance, and just glad that he's a Georgia Bulldog.
As great as the Missouri performance was by Jarvis, this one seemed to be better. Didn't it come against a great team like Florida?
Well, both of them were great performances in big games when we needed it the most, and so I think they were both outstanding performances. But we've been playing Florida for hundreds of years or whatever it is, and we only played Missouri once that I can remember. Maybe we did way back in the olden days, but it's certainly very meaningful to be able to do it against one of your biggest rivals.
Mark, what did you say to Malcolm after the flag and to have him kind of connect?
I don't remember. But I did. I said enough to make him think that he may not ever get in the game again. And he started walking off. So I grabbed the back of his shoulder pads and I said, "Hey, Malcolm, I'm only going to take you out for one play. You go back in." But he was. I think he was probably. I don't know how he felt. You have to ask him. He probably was mad at me. I don't know for yanking him out. But and I don't even know what he did. And all I know is there was a flag on him. And I don't know how many of those we had the whole game. Very emotionally charged football game. And I'd rather try to curb emotion than have no life. I'll say that.
Was there a time during this week, though, that you got concerned maybe you were playing the game on Tuesday and Wednesday rather than on Saturday?
Well, we Tuesday we might have played the game a little bit. I was a little bit concerned, but after Wednesday, I don't know what I said to y'all. I said it was. I don't think it was. I think I said that Tuesday was better than Wednesday, but really Wednesday's practice. I think I said I thought we looked tired, and we didn't practice quite the way we did on Tuesday. Tuesday was the day that, Monday night I guess was the night that Sean made his comments, and that morning Sean came to see me, and he didn't like the way let me just say this: when he read his comments, he didn't like them. He didn't feel like whoever reported on it reported wrong. He just, after he read it, it just wasn't quite the message he wanted to communicate. Some of it was, but some of it wasn't. And so he wanted to talk to me and ask permission to talk to the team. And we had a team meeting set that day anyway. So I let him go ahead and address the team a little bit about just his true intentions. And I think it did get some people mad. It probably hurt some feelings a little bit, but that wasn't all bad. And even when I read it that night, somebody, shouted off the internet and gave it to me Monday night. I wasn't mad that he did that at all. I really, and even that it was public, I really wasn't that mad because I was like, you know what? It's all going to be laying out on the line, and we're going to find out. It's going to be really, really, really good, or it's going to be really, really bad. Thankfully, it was very good.
Can you talk about the play of your special teams? I know that was one.
Right.
A lot of people viewed Flores having a disadvantage.
Well, I thought our kickoff coverage was outstanding overall. I thought Colin Barber played his best game. I thought his 48-yard punt when we were backed up was huge. Got a fair catch out of it. And then he knocked a couple inside the 20, one inside the 10, one inside the 15. I would have liked to see this every time we caught the ball in the end zone on the kickoff or kickoff return. I'd like to see him just stay in there. I like the ball in the 25. You bring it out, you could fumble, you can get hurt, you have a penalty, and you might not make it to the 25. I'm like, just take it on the 25. But so I think once or twice we might have come out of there when I wish they'd have stayed in. Extra point field goal. We missed the one kick, but they were very good at rushing extra point field goals. Number 73 especially could blast through there, and I think he did blast through the one we missed. He had kicked it straight, it might have been a block kick, so that might have even been a blessing. I'm trying to think of the other teams, but overall, I think our special teams did a nice job.
Coach, can you talk big picture here?
I'll get right there next.
Can you talk big picture here? Obviously, you're back in the driver's seat, but you still got to be careful not to let down here.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, all we've done is give us a chance to play Ole Miss and make it meaningful. We know there's a lot of work to do, and even the guys were saying it before I could even say it, so that was a good sign.
Mark, could you talk about? You spent 12 or 13 minutes in the post game on the field. You went to the north end zone,
Yeah.
the south
You
end
timed it, huh?
zone, stands. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, you need to enjoy those
you wanna
moments.
leave the field.
Well, as long as the fans stuck around, I was going to stick around. I don't think anybody in the Gator Nation really likes me much anyway, so I don't know if this is going to add any incentive or not. But when you have a game like that and a victory like that against again, not a good team but a great team, and your fan base is there and want to stick around and enjoy it. I wanted to stick around and enjoy it with them. I wanted our players to enjoy it. Because football's it's tough, it's hard. The grind of the practices and the preparation and the hours that we put in, and all of us are fathers on our staff, and we'd like to spend more time with our wives and kids than we do. And when you have a game like that and have the type of success we had, you want to celebrate it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We definitely weren't trying to taunt anybody. We were just trying to celebrate with our fans.
Mark, tough first half there in Murray. Do you have to have a conversation with him? Just
Well, the only thing I told Aaron, I said, look, here's my one little bit of advice as a former QB's coach and former quarterback. I said, you got a time. There's like a timer in your brain. You know when you progress, it's 1, 2, 3, and once you get past your progression there, then throw it away. Or scramble or run or whatever it is, but don't just clutch. Don't just stand there, and pump it 6 times and then throw it under duress. Don't do that. We actually were protecting pretty well for him. A couple of his picks, he might have hitched up in the pocket 3 times before he cut it loose. And so I'm just like, hey, if you get to your third progression and it's not there, then it's probably not a good play. Throw it away. Go run. And I said, if you start your scramble and you see somebody, rip it to him. Now he crossed the line of scrimmage on that one. Unfortunately, but that's all I said to him. And I just, we talked before the game because we talked a lot about, what being soft is and what being soft isn't. And the thing I mentioned to him and all the QBs is that, you being soft is if you get hit in the mouth a few times or sacked a few times or throw a pick here and there, and you can't stand back up and go back and play football. So that's kind of the toughness issue that a quarterback has to be able to deal with.
Mark, you talk about Bacardi Rambo's pick right before half and what did the boost y'all going into the locker room right there?
Well, it was huge. I mean, they had, I guess, 3 opportunities to score touchdowns and had 2 field goals, and then we had the pick. in the first half. You know, field goals stink in games like this. I mean, they really do. And I hate it when we've got to attempt them, and I'm sure they hate it when they have to attempt a field goal. Because, you know, if you get sevens, you got a lot better chance of winning the ball game. So I was, you know, so thankful on that first, you know, one that we got in there. It's probably the best block play of the game for us in the running game. But, you know, I wasn't real thrilled that he was starting to take it out. But then I says, you know what, if he scores, I'm happy, you know. I'm just happy he didn't turn it back over, because he certainly could have fumbled it. And we'd have been kicking ourselves. But just a good job of reading it and undercutting it. You know, Rambo, he was an All-American last year. That was an All-American play.
Peters have played so well in the second half, but this time I've got the better of them on the scoreboard.
Well, we talked a lot about that at halftime. Maybe not a lot about it, but that's one thing we mentioned, that they take a lot of pride in being a second half team and a fourth quarter team, and they have been very good. You just look at the statistics of what they've done in the second half and the fourth quarter in particular, and so we knew we had to try to keep our intensity up and hopefully, you know, make the plays when they counted the most. And, I mean, there's nothing like taking a knee at the end of a game like that, because if we didn't get that first down, we probably still would have had to punt. It would have been close. You know, we might have had to punt, we might not have, but we probably would have had to punt. And I wasn't really too interested in doing that, so it was nice to get that big first down at the end.
With the passing game having a lot of trouble tonight, Mark, it really, Todd Gurley, 118 yards, really stepped up.
He did.
Really when you had to have it, didn't
He did. He's a horse, and we tried to ride the horse a little bit tonight. He's very physical kid. Usually gets yards after carries. He definitely secured the ball extremely well. 27 carries and no fumbles. That was big. And you know, we like our other backs too. Don't get me wrong, but it was just one of those games where a bigger, more physical guy was what the doctor ordered, because there wasn't an awful lot of space in the run game. You had to earn every inch.
Mark, you've been here some years where y'all seem to have the better team and somehow lost it. To come here back-to-back, first time beating Florida, is that, you feel numb? Is that something that'll hit you?
Oh, it's just I don't know. I'm just thankful, really. I'm thankful. These games can go either way. Two really good teams, and they you know, they got it going. I mean, they're having a heck of a season. And how many people gave us a chance? And I don't blame them. If I'd have watched the film, if I really knew football, if I was a fan and I knew football and I'm studying it, I'd say Florida would win the game. If I was just totally impartial, was watching what was going on, I would say I can't really see how Georgia can win this game, just from what, you know, was done up until this point. But I did feel like if we played our best, we'd have a good chance of winning. I feel like we played our best. I just hadn't seen us play our best very much, and that's not good. But you know, at this point, we're okay. We still got a chance to win the East, and that's what we hope.
Mark, even with Aaron's struggles, that last touchdown drive, you kind of put it on him. He threw it 6 out of 7 plays, and
Right.
kind of, were you comfortable with putting him in that position?
Well, yeah. I mean, we felt we wouldn't have done it if we didn't feel comfortable. And you know, that 3rd and 10 before the review, we thought we had a heck of a run. We had a run call there, and it looked like it was about to break. I was a little disappointed that the referee stopped it, and he even gave us the 5 yards, because I was thinking that play was about to be a big run. And I might have been wrong. I mean, the safety could have come up and tackled it before it got to 10. And Mike did a good job, Mike Bobo, on that play of, you know, just getting the right call. Yeah, they had an all-out, well, I don't know if it was all-out blitz, but I know that they had more than we could block on the left side, the side that Murray threw it. And a guy came clean and was right in Murray's face, and I don't even know how the ball got by him. Thought the ball was going to get batted down from the way it was looking. And we ran what we call a run it route, or it's a fade stop. It's a short. You try to show fade, hit the brakes, and then you want the ball in the air before your receiver even stops his route. And Murray did it. Murray had to throw it early, and when Malcolm got his eyes around, he was right on him, and that's what gave him just a little bit of separation to go take it to the house.
Gratifying to see him come through in that situation after the game he had up to that point.
Oh, yeah. Very happy for Murray. And, you know, he's from this state, so I'm sure it means a lot to him and his family.
This means a lot for you, though, does it not? I mean,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Feels good.
Can you talk about the locker room atmosphere? You know, we could all hear it, just all the cheering, the chants. I guess.
Yeah.
What was it like
Celebrate.
in there? You know, I guess.
You celebrate. And so it's a war, man. It's a war. Play a game like this, everything that goes into it, starting, you know, last January. Everything is building up to this moment, and if you win, you get to continue on with your goals intact, and if you lose, you got to reset them. That's the worst thing to have to do as a coach, is try to have to find a way to motivate when your goals are gone, and at least your initial ones are gone. So, and you know, the guys did feel like they got called out, and I told them, I said, hey, people weren't saying you're soft because of what Sean said. They were saying you're soft, or we were soft, not them, but we. They said Georgia was soft because when we played South Carolina, we got hit in the mouth and didn't have an answer. And then 2 weeks later, we go play Kentucky, and Kentucky hasn't run the ball very well up until they played us. And they ran right down our throat on the first drive and ran for over 200 yards. And I think that was the first time, I saw a stat, I think they said it was the first time they scored on the opening drive in like 2 years. That's why they were saying we're soft. It wasn't because of what Sean said. Sean said what everybody else was already saying. And I think, you know, I think it bothered them enough to get after it. And I was just really proud of them doing that.
There's a lot of the offensive line talk about after the South Carolina game, such a learning experience to go against a line like Carolina. Do you feel like you saw some of the lessons today being put in that?
Well, we learned a lesson playing South Carolina. And, we didn't have an answer. We didn't want that ever happen again. But it's easy to say that. It's another thing to do it, and we did it today. So that was a good thing.
Time for one more question.
Moving Cornelius inside kind of put a bigger load on Jordan Jenkins. Can you talk about how you rose to the
Right. Yeah, we did. We had with Avery going out, we needed some help from Ray Drew. We needed help from Cornelius to go inside, and you're correct. It did give more playing time to Jordan, and Jordan played well. I saw him pressuring. I don't know if he got a sack or whatever. I don't even know how many tackles he got, but he did a good job. He played hard, and but everyone on that defense played hard.
Thank you.
Thanks.